Hello everyone, this is Steve from SHUP Media. Welcome back to the channel as always. And today we're going to take a look at some other aftermarket 3D printed and laser cut items from different companies which I found, and I've been buying the odd piece here and there for the different layout projects I'm working on. In this video we're going to take a look at some products produced by Bunters Yard. Some of you will know this company as they seem to produce an awful lot of different products, and compared to a lot of different manufacturers and companies out there, these ones come fully painted. You can actually ask for unpainted items if you wish, but yeah, they do a lot of items which, as say, they come ready weathered and everything, and you just literally put them on the layout and off you go. But the first things we're going to take a look at are some of their laser cut kits. Now these are not going to go on the Christmas layout, which is being currently done. These are for the later layout, which is going to be on the engine shed. So first off, we've got a brick hut, titled Brick Hut with Side Door. Again, all double O, and the other one is the double O kit for the Didcot Sandhouse. Now, on my engine shed layout, there's going to be a lot of different ancillary buildings around the shed as well. And it's a preserved line, so they will have acquired different buildings and brought them in from different locations. This building is basically, it could be used as anything from an office to storeroom. I'll open up and take a have a look. And this is the contents inside the kit. Take a look at some of the brickwork. Detail on this, it's actually very good. I've had a few kits recently where they've cut the actual brickwork themselves when they've engraved it into the wood. The lines have actually overlapped into the brick, where on this one it's nice and crisp. So yeah, no complaints about that at all. It comes with the acetate for the window parts. All pieces here marked up. We've got two actual sheets for the slate work on the top, and this is nice and thin. One of the issues I found when doing the station building, which I'm working on at the moment, I use slate as plasticard, and use the same style basically of stacking the slates on top of each other. But when that was actually completed, the problem with that is it is quite thick. It's not too bad, but it's not ideal. Whereas you get a much better result with card. Now this is actually thinner than the card, which I was recommended, which was basically recycling Christmas cards. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one turns out. But yeah, so far that looks pretty good. So yeah, I look forward to building that. The other one, which was the Didcot Sandhouse, I will direct you to Bunters Yard's channel itself. I'll try and put a card up on the screen now, which will direct you there. On that channel, the chap from Bunters Yard has broken down the whole of the kit, constructs it, paints it up and everything himself, so you'll see a much better detailed breakdown of that kit than I'm going to provide for you today. So I'll just get this cleared away and I'll show you the next lot. Now I'm very keen when I model my engine shed, when we get around to it, is to produce it with as much realism as possible. So from that is to look at all the different bits and pieces that you'll find hanging around the yard on a modern day preserved railways engine shed. And thankfully Bunters Yard have a whole load of different products which are ideal for that. So in no particular order, first up we've got the brake blocks on pallets which are weathered. 10 pieces within the bag. All nicely detailed. Next up we've got some containers for different fluids. Again, already painted up, all good to go. Now when you select these, in this case we've got brown liquid inside them. You can select different colours for different coolant and bits and pieces and brake fluids and bits and all that sort of stuff. I say some pieces come painted. You can ask for them unpainted, so you could do your own designs. This is one of the unpainted ones I've gone for. Selection of gas bottles, 10 pieces, 3 different types. Again, all nicely detailed. Correction, 4 different types. So there you go. You always find a load of different oil drums scattered around the site. So in this case we've got oil drums, and there's a whole load of different colours drums that you can get. Some say you can get where the drums are quite battered up and damaged, and in this case we've got oil. So all come all weathered up. Again, all nicely detailed. including the lettering and the signing on the sides. And we've got then some oil drums here, in this case filled with lubricant. I've actually seen some of these barrels for real recently on the Battlefield line, and some of the video footage I saw coming out of that. So there's a whole different range of those. I'll put links in the description to direct you to the website for Bunters Yard, and you can have a look at all the different ones that are available for you. As well as the 3D printed items, they've also got a couple of the laser cut ones. In this case, these are just individual sleepers. Most people would use the offcuts, what they've got from their track, and recycle those parts, which I tend to do. But in this case, they've got somewhere that comes with the detail laser cut into the actual sleepers themselves for where the chair's attached to the sleeper. So there's a little bit more realism, and then you say being wood, you can weather that up quite nicely and get, say, potentially more realistic effect than you would with plastic. Now, in addition to the bits and pieces for detailing on the railway, they've also got some other bits which I thought I certainly could use. In this case, anyone who has one of the old Hobby 040 locomotives, particularly like Smoky Joe, will know that they were notorious for the chimneys breaking off. And one thing that they do is they do replacement chimneys for the Smoky Joe 040. And I've also got some detailing parts on there as well, so you can add your handrails onto the side of it. So I have 3 of those types of locomotives, and all of them do not have a chimney. So my oldest had a lot of hands-on play with those when she was younger, and all those chimneys just disappeared into the carpet monster and were never really seen again. So yeah, we'll detail those up and hopefully put those back to use. Let's take a look, say, at the actual product. So there you go. And lastly, when I did the Christmas layout, I chose not to accurately space the sleepers as I didn't have the correct tool, and I thought it wasn't really going to make a huge difference. And at the time when I was doing this Christmas layout, it was meant to be a layout that got outdone pretty quickly, so I wasn't hugely bothered about making it as accurate as possible. However, Bunters Yard, as I say, do a whole load of stuff, and they do the one of the little templates for the spacers. This is track spacing guide for 00, 4mm. Has the ruler on there. So you've got your spacing. So when you go to lay in your track, basically cut the plastic between the sleepers, and then you can accurately space them out. Have something which looks a bit more realistic to scale. One last product which I got, which comes as a single item. So now it comes, say, all well packaged when they actually send these out to you. They've got no risk of getting damaged at all. In this case is a single bin. There's a waste bin to put around the back. Again, they have a whole load of these. They have recycling bins, biffa bins, all sorts. Again, this comes, say, all painted up, signed up, loads of detail on it. You can see the detail on the little wheels themselves. The effect that they've got on the metal work of the bin, the handles. The lid doesn't open though. That was a little bit of a shame, but again, I'm not going to complain, particularly for the price we got on those. So yeah, there you go. So that was Bunters Yard. I'll put the link to their website on now. Yeah, these products are fantastic. Particularly for the price I paid for them as well. I'm not going to complain in the slightest. I think you're on a pretty good deal straight away there. So all these paid for out of pocket, not being paid to show any of this. No incentive for me at all. These again are just products which I've seen and I thought are great, and I wish to show them to yourselves and direct you their way. Because if I see something that's a good product, I'm more than willing to use this small little platform of mine to basically promote these products and show what's actually available in the hobby, and also show you don't have to spend an absolute fortune on this stuff to have something which is quite detailed for your layout. So there you go. So until the next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.